They'll blanket you in Wi-Fi and profit off the radiation. Congregation collecting the people for that Satan. I keeps it blazing, cause I can read between the lines. I ain't blind, we unwind what they're really saying. Genetically modify what you're tasting. Don't need that cottage promise, so now you live up in your mom's basement. Redesign time so your mind is always wasted. Program to crave the basics. Keep the beta in stasis. Pay the state, kid. You're in debt for being born. Messengers are more than just the price for being warned. Don't be alarmed. Disconnect from their machinations. Stop subscribing to the folly of own nations. Bone breaking ain't the answer, cause they seek the ownership of souls. Spread the seeds and watch them grow. Break the chains of control. Break the chains of control.
Sweet eternal balance of all that is good, true, and beautiful, friends. It is time to get in touch with our beautiful bird guides on Rogue Ways. We are often blessed to have our friend Katherine here when we get to receive messages from our fuzzy, feathered, or scaled pets, and sometimes from our animal guides as well. And our resident animal and soul communicator is a woman who grew up loving animals and knowing she had a special connection with them before finding as an adult that she could connect with source and translate animals' feelings, needs, and communications on through to our human minds and hearts through her amazing gift she gives to us so freely and profoundly. Please welcome, friend to all animals and humans and the bridge between the two worlds, Katherine O'Shea. Katherine, thank you as always for coming back to Rogue Ways and being here with us tonight.
Hello, Roadways family. Thank you, Lindsay, so much for having me back. I feel like it's been a minute.
I know, a lot.
And I'm so excited that we got to do it. We get to connect to everybody today, and thanks everyone who's watching and listening and later and now and all of those things.
Yes, absolutely. No, it's been like, I think it's been a month or so, but it just feels like so much has been packed into that month that I totally know how you feel. People in the chat are getting excited, and I just want to say thank you to everybody out there who listens, supports, and loves Rogue Ways. Share it, hit the like button, tell people about it. If you want to support, you can go ahead and leave a tip or a super chat. If you want to head to the shop at rogueways.org, you can find all kinds of things like Oregon Pendants, books, and my most recent book, All Endings Are Beginnings. People are loving as an oracle. You could just ask a question of the universe, open it, and people are getting the most amazing answers ever that are perfect and absolutely show that it is channeled just for you to use it in that way. So please grab it, and if you want it signed for me, then get it from the rogueways.org shop. Otherwise, head to Amazon and grab it there. And I love each and every one of you. I'm so blessed to be here with you and amazing guests like Katherine, and so thank you for your support in whatever way you support. And Katherine, the pointless question of the episode, I was going to ask you, what is a word? I'm staying away from the word favorite because I know that can be a lot of pressure to narrow it down, but what is a word that you enjoy or love, and why?
Oh, gosh.
It could be a favorite word if you have a favorite word in mind. But I feel like I ask people, what's your favorite? They're like, oh God, favorite? I'm like, okay. What's a word you love?
I love the word love.
Oh, true.
Also light, like something about even the way that it's spelled, it's not symmetrical, but something about it.
It's like just like balance in the sounds or something.
Yeah. You know, when you look at words and then they start to not look like a word?
Yes.
I feel like that doesn't happen when I look at light. It's just I don't know. I just love that word.
That's a really interesting point. I always do this font work with like the show picture or whatever that's supposed to be called. And so I like to play with fonts and select cool fonts, but you look at the same word, sample over and over again for every single font. And by the end, I'm like, that's not even a real word. Like, what is that? But light. That's interesting. I love that. Well, we're just going to dive right in. I know most people here are familiar with you and they know your story. And if people do not know your story and they want to go to other episodes and see the full, I think the first couple especially, we really got deep into how you came about all of this. But if you want to give people a kind of mini version, then that is cool.
Okay, great. Yes, hi everybody. I'm so really honored and delighted. Joking aside, I'm so happy to connect. So as Lindsay said, I am an animal communicator. I'm also a Tao practitioner, which put those two together. I can facilitate positive change for people and their pets using frequency and vibration and transformation in that way. I am an animal communication specialist and I love it. And I guess part of the story that I want to share, because I feel like it's kind of encouraging, and Lindsay, we usually touch on this every time we connect. But you know, I didn't know as a child that this was really a gift for me to be able to hear animals and just kind of inherently know what they were trying to communicate to me and what they needed and what, you know, I just had this deep, sweet connection with them. And it was just part of my world and part of my existence. So I didn't ever feel like I needed to make anything out of it or share it in a certain way. I just was like, hee, and just went on my way. And, you know, I really got put on my journey to discovery of this in my late 20s when I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. And I knew there was other possibilities and other healing. I just knew it. I had a very strong message that came to me that was just like, this is the door opening for you to explore. So I tried so many different things. And then I found some things that really worked. And part of that was soul healing and the idea and reality that we have the power to heal ourselves and that everything carries a field, a message, a frequency, a vibration and information, and that is soul, that is spirit. And that's what resonated with me. And so I kind of dove into it for a self-healing kind of thing. And then I became a practitioner. And then my channels started to open in like such amazing ways because I was healing myself and spiritually being nourished, and the blockages where I couldn't even see, right, this ability before. But a lot of people around me could. And then I really started experiencing it, and I got brave and said, okay, fine, I'm going to share this because this is what I feel called to do. And as I started sharing it, my heart was just touched so deeply because people were having these profound healing experiences, and all I was doing was showing up and letting what came natural to me flow. And connecting on the level of soul, you know, the level that our animal friends show us is real. It's that heart connection. You might not be able to see it, or sometimes it is tangible, but you might not be able to see it or really experience it in a physical form, but you can feel it. And you know, because many people who have had an animal companion, there was something in that connection that you knew that was the animal to be with you at your house and to come and live with you and to be on your journey. So I started sharing this in this way, and it's just brought so many blessings to my life. I feel really honored and really called to serve all the animals and the people who are ready and willing. And I know that's not everyone, and I'm totally fine with that. Someday maybe it will be. And so, you know, this isn't for everybody, but I say all this to say everybody has gifts. Everybody has connection. Everybody has something that they're carrying around that they may not have even discovered yet. And I think right now on Earth is a time to discover it.
Yeah.
So be open. Be open to, if you get a feeling to do something, write a book, start a podcast, paint something for the first time in your life, do it.
Yeah. Heal people, learn how to heal people.
Learn how to heal people, because simply by being you and really embodying your true nature, which there's so many layers, you know, is going to heal people.
Yeah, well, and it's healing yourself, like you said,
Yeah.
and then that is healing others, exactly as you described. And that's like the whole, if you could just like put Rogue Ways into a nutshell, that's the whole goal of it, is that exact statement of like, yeah, come on, let's all heal ourselves wherever you're at, no matter where you're at. Just be honest about where you're at, and then just be there with yourself and start to get whatever healing you can, because you heal all of yourself and you heal all of the world. It's really true. And, you know, I was just, actually, you were helping me remember to, like, take care of myself recently, because I really overdid it and got kind of worn out and worn down. And So I was like, okay, so I'm doing all this, work, and I'm like, okay, let's, get a blessing for me instead of for everyone else for once or whatever. And I'm getting this message as I'm getting it. I was like, okay, what is this blessing actually doing? Because I always am just like, whatever blessing you want, heaven, like you figure it out. I'm just here. I was like, what is this one doing? And it was like, healing you. And I was like, well, what part? And it was like, it's just making you more expansive. And I was like, that's really all any healing is doing, right? One way to think of it is like you were saying, it's clearing out all these blockages so you're clearer, which is like expanding yourself.
Yeah, because the light, that's what it does.
Yeah.
It expands.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love your description too, because like you said, I think every single person out there has gifts and beauty, and bring it in and let it out, man.
Yeah, and it's okay if you don't know about it, or if you're afraid to do it, or, just go deeper.
Yeah.
And listen to your friends and the people around you.
They're like, duh. Yeah. And you're like, oh, okay.
I know everyone's like, yeah, we know that you do this. And I'm like, really? But I want to do something else. So, I had to also go through my journey and continue to, and also, there's lots of people who connect and communicate with animals. Some of you might really be one of those people, and we're all going to do it different too.
True.
So comparing and just receive everyone for their gifts, because I feel like we're just pieces of this puzzle, this magnificent creation,
Absolutely. I love that description of it. It's perfect. And it's all filled with light. It's a light connection, a light network. Well, should we just get into it? I know last time we talked, we did the dragon episode, which was so awesome. It was so powerful for so many people. Every time you're here, it is so awesome and so powerful for people. But I really loved the dragon episode. And we were talking, I think, in that episode, and so many people in the chat were talking about their bird, especially hummingbird came up a lot, and bird guides came up a lot. And we were like, well, let's do the same thing again, kind of, and do like a bird episode. But I know we also want to do, some of anything that kind of comes up, and not keep it in a box. So where do you want to go from here?
Well, I just want to share with people, so how I connect and communicate is going to be on the soul level. So when Lindsay's saying dragon, and someone's like, no one has a pet dragon.
True. Yeah, I forgot.
So I also connect to, the other realm of animals that maybe aren't embodied on Earth in a way that we can see. And, whatever you connect to when we share today, just connect to what you connect to. And if you don't, that's okay too. Everybody is welcome along this ride to explore it. I think what I would like to do is open it up to do some pet readings, because I got the message today that there's some pets that are really ready, and they've kind of been waiting. So I feel like we can do, and if you have a pet bird, or, we can do pets, any kind of pet, and animal companion.
Cat, dog, lizard, whatever.
Dog, lizard.
Have you ever done a lizard randomly?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's rad.
Yeah. And also there was this one lizard, I was playing this song that Lindsay and I both love, because it carries such a beautiful frequency and vibration. And by the way, the animals love it too. I was playing it on my phone, and this wild lizard came in and lay and
like vibing
sat
to
on
it.
my phone.
That's so cool.
It sat right on top of it.
Wow.
And it didn't move for like an hour and a half.
It was just like, I'm sorry. It's like, I need this. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
I took a video of it, because I was like, this is like so amazing. And then it did end up I might have had to move it or something, but it was
time to go.
Yeah, it was just like, completely zenned out by the frequency. It was really, really beautiful. So I think maybe we connect, and we'll connect to all of our pets. So, this is a way that I'll share with you how I connect and how I like to begin my connection with pets. We'll activate the field. Maybe I'll sing Love, Peace, and Harmony once, just to bring in the good vibes and to create this beautiful field together. And so that you can experience it. And if you're with your animal companions, you can observe them and see, because animals communicate through frequency and vibration, and also through their senses, which is not actually separate. But this is what I've learned. So anything they're doing is actually to bring balance to the frequency and vibrational field. And this song is really amazing because it carries source frequency of love, forgiveness, compassion, and light. So, and more. So what it does is it actually raises their vibrational field into a positive, like raises their positive information frequency and vibration, which then what can happen is whatever's not fitting into that vibrational field can leave and dissipate or transform or whatever it is. And that can be connected to physical, behavioral, emotional, whatever it is. I have learned that animals are like deeply on their journey, just as much as we are. And not to overuse that word, but honestly, when you're going lifetime to lifetime, I feel like there's no other word that describes that than journey.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll connect really quickly and then we'll open it up. And so if you want to hear, Lindsay, they're putting their pet's name, the type of animal your pet is. You can put gender if you want to. So I'm connecting to them on the soul level. I don't always know, but the name and the type of animal is important because I've learned, there's lots of animals named Riley. So if we ask for Riley,
just like,
yeah,
I'm
we'll
Riley.
say the one that's connected to you. And I think that's really all. And if there's a question you want to ask or something you want to know about, you can ask that. I'm already getting so hot, so I know that this is going to be very powerful. All right, so go ahead and type that in the chat, the name of your pet, and the type of animal that they are, and if you have a question or not. And they can be transitioned. Yeah, it can be a pet from any time of your life, whether they've crossed the rainbow bridge or they're sitting next to you or
Both.
wherever they are. Or they're out in the coop in the yard, right?
We got home today and we just heard Hopskin. I have 2 chickens, Regan and Hopskin was just like, and like, she's upset about something. And we went up and their food was like toppled over, and it was just like okay, sorry, here you go, it's gonna be okay. But they're fine. We've got 3 people already, but I don't know if you want to jump right into that or.
Yeah, let's just open it up real quick.
Okay.
So we'll connect us. It'll be quick.
Oh, right.
I'm going to put one hand over my message or my heart center or message center, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to put one hand on my lower abdomen. And Lindsay's going to keep writing down the names so you can keep putting them in the chat. And I'm going to close my eyes, and you're welcome to do this along with me as well. And we're going to say hello. So we're going to connect on the soul level. So dear, the soul, heart, mind, and body of, and you can name your pet or pets. I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. And I invite you to please come and offer me a message. As well as offer me a message through Katherine. Receive my love, receive my gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now just connect to whatever you connect to is love and light. Whatever you connect to, the universe, the stars, God, Buddha, whatever your connection is, do that. Now I'm just going to sing this little song. And just continue to visualize the light. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. One more time. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. How just means perfect. Get well. Thank you. Thank you. I felt a shift. I don't know if anybody else did.
Yeah, there was a lot.
And if you didn't, that's okay. I'm really sensitive, so I feel. I don't know, Lindsay does too.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't, it's okay.
It was pretty beautiful.
Oh, my heart just loves to share that song. All right, so who do we have?
Excuse me. Wow. We're gonna start with Cammie's cat, Toby.
Okay. Hi, Toby. All right, so Cammie, just if Toby's with you, you can connect. You can also close your eyes and just connect to the love you share with Toby. And I'm going to be quiet for a moment. And then when I'm ready to share the message, there's a couple ways that happens. They show me things in my third eye. They give me direct knowing, or I hear or see words. So I'll just share however Toby wants to share. But I'm going to do my best to get out of the way so my mind's not involved. Oh, and the other way is they borrow my words or they borrow my voice to share their words. Yeah. How, dearest one, this is the one you call Toby. And I'm seeing birds all around Toby, so I'm wondering if Toby is a bird catcher. I love you with all of my heart. Thank you so much for taking care of me and not leaving me behind. So I'm being shown that maybe I don't know if you've changed Toby's food or were thinking about it, but Toby likes the new food or new treats, something that Toby's eating. And if Toby is transitioned, I can't tell. So just receive that however that needs to go, whatever that means to you. It's a message for you. And if I say something that doesn't resonate with you, it might later, so just let it go for now. You bring me such joy and happiness in seeing your smile. Toby, Tobykins, Tobiker, McToby, all the different nicknames that you have for me. I have nicknames for you too, including my love, dear one, Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Receive my love in this moment. And I'm seeing the number 7. So just open your heart, Cammie, and receive the love. How? I'm wondering if Toby had another pet friend that was no longer with you anymore. That's what I was seeing. That on the soul level, they play together. So I don't know if you had another cat at one point.
I love the nicknames back. That's so sweet.
And I don't know if that's what you call Toby, those names that came out, but that's what came out. So yeah, the names back and forth. I've never heard that before. Very sweet.
Especially ba-ba-da-ba-da or whatever.
Yeah, ba-ba-da-ba-da. Very sweet. Toby's just content and has a strong personality and just wanted to be present. Didn't really have a lot to say, but hopefully it resonated with you. Thank you, Cami. Thank you, Toby.
Thank you, Toby and Cami. Should we do Snake? Snake has two, a rooster and a chicken. They're both alive right now. One is Betsy, the chicken. She keeps pooping on the porch, and he wonders if you can get her to stop. And Whitey, the rooster, might not be doing that well right now. So he wonders if we can figure out about that.
So I'm not a vet.
Yeah.
Just disclaimer. I can't diagnose. What I can do is share the information that I receive.
Yes.
So if you receive something, always do whatever you feel is right to do. Check with your vet, do your whatever you need to do, research to make sure that it's safe. But usually it is. So that's what I'm hearing, because we're asking about some health issues. So Snake, just close your eyes and connect. So I heard this right when Lindsay was asking, and I just wanted to tune in to see more. I don't know if you have an animal doctor that you trust, but what I was hearing is that rooster has a low platelet count. I don't even really know what that means for a rooster.
Yeah.
But it's affecting kind of everything. I wonder how old Rooster is. You can tell us if you want to, Snake. I'm also seeing the numbers 17 and 18 and 21, if those mean anything to you. Rooster has a message for you. And I'm also getting there's a kidney function.
I think that makes
it's
sense.
affecting the kidney function. I'm being shown there's something you can give them for that that's like more natural. I don't know if it's like minerals, or it almost looks like a little pill, but it's like something you put in with their feed. I don't exactly know, but would it be a water pill? I don't know. That's
like
what I heard.
In the water.
I don't know what a water pill is, but I know they exist. I don't know if they exist for roosters, but it's just what I heard.
I know I've put things in the water to support Regan and Hopkins' health, so maybe it's something like that. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Dearest one, this is your beloved rooster. I love you. I'm sorry for the misbehavior I had in my years before now, for the trouble that I have caused in any way. Being a rooster is a big job, and I was trying to fulfill my duty as best I could. I know you know this, but I want to take this opportunity to thank you for all the love that you have given me, even in those times. My soul really wants to be uplifted at this time. I need a lot of love and light. Thank you for holding me in your heart. Do not worry. I will go when I go. It is not yet time. How? Snake, I got the message. I don't know. Let me see how to explain this. So you can play Love, Peace, and Harmony for Whitey. I know Lindsay does for her chickens.
They love it.
Yeah, because I was saying it raises their vibration. That's an upliftment, right? It will help because it'll raise the vibrational field of the kidneys and the blood platelets and everything. So that's an easy thing you can do. And do you sing or play an instrument? I just see like there's a flute or some kind of thing happening, and that bringing a lot of upliftment and joy as well. There's also, if you wanted to connect more with me, we could. Getting that could be beneficial. There are these permanent light treasure downloads that the animals can receive. They're extremely affordable, and they're I've seen so much difference with my beloved doggy when he receives these treasures, and I would be happy to connect you to that.
And you also do the monthly blessings for animals.
Yes. Oh yeah, that would be good. Yeah. And that's just only $50 for the whole month, and they get a blessing every day, which I love doing that. And you could do if you subscribe monthly, it's less expensive, but yeah, they get a blessing every day. So that's what the blessings will do too, is uplift. So I'm curious if you have had blood work done, or if you know of any of those things. Deep healing can occur. It's a good opportunity for healing for Whitey. So trust and believe in that. I feel like you know that in your heart, but it's challenging when our animals, friends are going through this, our family, you know? Betsy says, sorry, I'm laughing. I just heard her say it and it made me giggle. She said, I'm okay. I'm just trying to get your attention.
She's like, what? If I poop, you pay attention to me.
Yeah. And it's, I don't know. It's something about it might be connected to Whitey, actually. They need your help. There's something about the harmonizing what's happening. And I'm not really getting it's between them, but it's like something connected to the land that they're feeling vibrationally. And yeah, she wants more attention. Do you feed chicken grains? Is that what you feed them?
Yeah, their food is like grains and protein, and then their snacks are often various types of grains and seeds and dried veggies and stuff. If you buy snacks, or you just give them your clippings from whatever you chopped up in the kitchen that day. And
okay, she just said I want more grains. So I wonder if she's getting everything you're feeding her, or I don't. She just wants more. She wants more grains. So you might know what that means and how you feed them.
Awesome.
I hope that was helpful. Thank you, Snake.
Yes, and he says he's going to also connect with you afterwards to do one of those other options too.
Yeah, sure. Anytime.
Yeah. And if anybody has an animal they're worried about or just wants to give a boost to, all those things Katherine offered are really great options. I really like that you do the monthly, daily blessings by the month, and that it's so affordable too, because it's just such a cool offer.
I loved it. I was guided to offer that. And the other thing is I do hour-long consultation and communication sessions. I don't think I've done one that hasn't been like really profound and revealed a lot. So, I'm just connecting one after another for just a minute.
Right.
But this is like a whole hour of us really going deep into the connection, and we find out a lot of information. And if you're interested in, the past lives or whatever, if you're into that, we can open the Akashic records, and whatever I have access to can come forward to share with you. And I don't know, the practices, the guidance that comes through. So I'm not trying to, I just want people to know it's available, because,
it's really, and it's like, you said before, a lot of healing just happens because of this work. And so if you're doing that massive of a session, healing is going to happen. And like we said before, healing yourself is also the way to heal everything and to bring forth your own, gifts and skills in a more profound way and all of that. So it's really
and one of the most consistent feedback I get is that the information was helpful, but also that they feel a deeper connection to the animal.
Yeah. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, which is amazing. Because just when you think you can possibly be more connected.
Right. All right. Should we do Jasmine's rat, Luna? I think it was Luna.
Yeah.
I can't read my own writing, so I'm pretty sure it was Luna. I'm sorry if it's not. I'll try to go look.
That's a pretty name for a rat.
Very pretty.
We had rats in our middle school science class, and I loved them so much. Do you have 2 rats, Jasmine? There's more than 1 rat. So I don't know if you've had them in the past. Okay. So just connect. Is it Luna? Can you go back and look?
Oh, I couldn't go back. I don't know. My chat is so weird here, and I cannot scroll back very easily. But here she is. She says, "You were right. I have 2, Luna and Chara." So yeah, it was Luna.
What's the second one's name?
Chara. I think I'm saying that right. It's Charra. Chara.
Yeah, they're like cousins. That's what they told me. They're cousins in a previous lifetime, possibly. So close your eyes or connect to them, Jasmine, if you're with them.
Kara.
How, dearest one, this is Luna. Oh, it's so sweet to talk to you. I love you very much. I love your kisses and your sweet hellos. Thank you for receiving me in this lifetime and for connecting me so deeply to the love in your heart. So I'm seeing like you set, I don't know if you set Luna on your heart. That's what she's showing me, like she can hear your heartbeat. And I'm getting, actually she can hear it when you walk in the room. She can hear your heartbeat because she's so attuned to it. Do rats have good hearing? I don't know.
I bet they do.
Yeah, well, and it's the vibration. So she's attuned to your vibrational field of your heart. So when you walk into the room, that's so sweet.
That's really sweet.
She feels it and she responds to it. And maybe she makes a noise or moves around. So I'm also seeing something, hold on. What I heard, so check into this because I really don't know anything about the nourishment of rats. What I heard was there's something about the balance, the alkaline balance of the water that needs adjustment for her. And she's been having kind of a belly ache lately. So I'm hearing a couple things. There's like a mineral deficiency. So again, I'm not a vet. And Lindsay, can you tell me what hard water means? What does it mean when your water's hard?
It's when there's like iron and other things like minerals in your water, a high mineral content. So it can be too much for like kidneys and livers to process. Yeah.
Yep. So why would there be a mineral deficiency?
So if you have too much of some minerals, then it can like leach other things.
Okay. So I heard the water's too hard and that there's the pH, would that cause the pH balance to be off?
Yeah.
So maybe check her water, maybe do a little research and see. That's what I'm getting. Gives her a little bellyache. I don't know if she's been really sleepy lately or kind of curls up underneath something. Chara doesn't seem to be having that problem. She's kind of like, her soul's like, me. I wonder what colors they are. So in my third eye, the spirit of Chara is very like rich and brown and vibrant. And I don't know if that I would describe brown as vibrant, but it is. It's like a vibrant. And Luna is more silky, softy color. They both love you very much, and they came to you in a time where you all needed each other. I don't know if you were going through something. There's something very special about how you received them and the time that you received them that was like arranged. And it may not have felt like the perfect timing, but it was. How? That's the message. That was helpful.
That was awesome. I don't know what that means. Right? Spring Dowie rats. Oh, maybe that's their breed or something.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That was awesome. Sorry, I was slightly distracted, but I think I have everything.
That's all right. Did Snake say anything?
Huh?
Did Snake say anything?
Snake said
about his...
He's definitely going to both check in with you and a vet after.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And yes. And
but
Cameron was also... Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just getting guided to tell you, Snake, that Whitey's heart is very happy, though.
Spiritually happy.
Spiritually happy.
A little bit of physical problem.
We have to purify. We have to, especially animals, they have such an important job because they do take on what's in their environment. They just have that unconditional living in the moment love that they share.
Beautifully.
Yeah.
I love it. Every time, like, I feel like the animal comes and connects with you, I can just, like, feel, like, this love, like, yeah! It's really cool.
Yeah, it's really strong. There's, like, a line of animals.
They're, like, waiting.
And sometimes, like, I saw Jasmine's other rat, right? It was like, no, there's two of them. But sometimes it could be an animal from your past, like, childhood, or even another lifetime.
So powerful. We have Regan actually next with I think you just pronounce it kitten, but it's kitten. There's a little apostrophe there. So Kitten the cat.
Is this the Regan I know?
Yes.
Hi, Regan.
Hi, Regan.
You have a cat. Okay. So Regan, you know what to do. How, dearest Regan, this is the divine speaking. I want to share with you what is so special about this beloved kitten. This beloved kitten has a special heart that is connected to many different realms, many saints, animals, and temples. She is known as a temple cat, much like the ones in Egypt and ancient times. You can see this when you look into her eyes. She has come to guide you on your journey. Pay attention to this connection, for it will open your heart to receiving yourself in a new and more loving way. How?
Thank you, kitten.
Yes. That was really beautiful. I saw this, like, you know, I didn't really ever think about in Egypt they had those cats.
Oh yeah, and they were high status.
Yeah. So that's like her job now with you.
What a lovely guide in life. I love that there's like a reason. There's always a reason and a purpose for all of these connections that we have.
Yeah. I know. And it's, you know, it took me a few years to just even wrap my head around how that was coming out. But people connected to it, and I knew I wasn't making it up. So I couldn't make that up.
I know.
I mean, I love myself, but I'm smart, but and creative, but
I know. I love when you're getting things that you're like, is that even a thing? Is that a word? Is that the stuff? Like, I'm like, yeah, that's that, and just that every single person is like, oh my God, yeah, oh, that's exactly it. And
well, and it's interesting because I'll receive it, and then, you know, you can tell when my mind engages in it, because then I question it. And I think that's important for people to experience too, because I'm not always 100% sure. You know, but I do trust it, especially doing live readings where I don't have the feedback from you right away.
Yeah, that's got to be challenging.
It just makes me go into the trust, because I don't know. I don't know. I just have to say it, right?
And it's on Rockfin, it's even harder because it's like a minute delay. So when we ask a question, like, we just have to hope that the answer comes eventually. Yeah, I mean, we're on YouTube and Rockfin. Both. The real party's on Rockfin, by the way. If you're on YouTube, awesome. Nice to see you all, but Rockfin's where everybody's at. So we've got Clinton, the dog. Clinton is the person, and their dog's name is Rogue. Nice name. Good job.
That's actually a pretty popular name for a dog.
I just met someone else with a dog
it's
named
not
Rogue.
overly popular, but it's popular. Yeah.
That's so funny. I was at like a mailing place the other day, and the girl she's like, "Is this your business?" Because I have my little Rogue Ways mailers, and I was like, "Yeah," and she's like, "My dog's name is Rogue." I was like, "I love your dog. Your dog's rad." I mean, I don't know if there's a dog I wouldn't love, but still.
Right. Right. Beautiful. Maybe you should tell her to listen to your show.
Maybe she's here. Maybe her name's Clinton. No, I think it's a guy.
Maybe. Okay, Clinton. So just connect to Rogue and the love that you have for this beloved one. And the Rogue's a dog?
Yes.
Okay. Oh.
Ooh.
It's like a big, strong energy. Okay, give me just a moment. Beautiful. How, dearest one, this is Rogue. Yes, we are kind of a type of soulmate. We have been together in many lifetimes, and our bond is very strong. What we are here to do together in this life is to love one another unconditionally and to teach one another the trust and the ability to persevere with great love and confidence. And I'm seeing the number 7. We are here together now and will always be, no matter what. We are like brothers. Thank you for giving me the freedom to be with you, to go where you go, to work where you work. I'm very grateful. How? Well, Clinton, I wonder, do you take Rogue to work with you? That's what I saw.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. If not, maybe think about it. Or I'm seeing a workshop. Like maybe, I don't know if you build stuff or if you're doing a project. I'm seeing that right when I asked that. That's what I saw. So let us know. Thank you so much.
How cool.
How many more do we have?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But one of them's a maybe. Actually, the next one we're not sure if you want to do or not. Because it's a rattlesnake that someone hit on the road, and they don't know if that's something that you want to deal with or whatever, or connect with, or if that's even what you feel like, because it has no name.
I can check.
Okay.
What's the name of the person?
The person's name is Eric.
Okay. Eric, say your full name out loud. Just where you are. I know I can't hear it, but just give your name.
Oh, you know Eric.
Oh, I know Eric.
Yeah, through winning something on the One Day of Brightness.
Oh, Eric.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, should I say his name? Yeah. Oh, wait, no. He says it's not dead. Okay, so he hit it, but it's not dead. So I'm guessing he still has it and is maybe trying to nurse it back to life. And Clinton, by the way, says that he does work in his garage a lot, and she is there with him. Thank you.
Oh, she. Yeah, Rogue is a she. So, Eric, can you clarify what you want me to check or what type of message you might want to receive? That's what I'm getting. It's just to get some clarification, and the benefit of it will be better. Yeah. So we have about 30 minutes left, right?
Right.
So do we just want to check in? Do we just rock the animal readings? Do we hear from a hummingbird? What do we do?
Let's keep going.
Okay.
And get a few more at least, and then we'll see if we can get an overall maybe message right before we go. Does that sound good?
Yep.
All right. Should we do?
Let's skip Eric for now, unless he says something.
Okay.
We can come back to him.
So next is Lori. Lori has a pug Shih Tzu mix named Ella. And I know that Ella has seemed to become increasingly fearful or reactive to like people and things. And so Lori's wondering if she can help her somehow.
Okay. So Lori, just connect to the love you share with Ella. How, dearest Lori, this is Ella, the pug. I want to tell you that the recent changes in our home have stirred up some disharmony for me. It is not something that I can describe. But it is a negativity that I feel. How? Lori, did you move a big piece of furniture or?
She moved houses. I think twice or more.
Yeah.
Recently.
So what I saw was Ella. Okay, so animals can see in their spiritual eyes sometimes too.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of cats do, and dogs. Mine also does. So it's not like, I'm not seeing it as like there's an entity or any, you don't have to go there with it. Just there's like some negative vibes, you know, there's just, she can even like, if she's around someone and they have a negative thought, she can like see it. And she sees it as like a cloud. And she goes into fear about it. And this is connected to like a past life trauma. It's okay, just wherever you are right now. She's showing me a specific kind of corner of the room where she just doesn't feel good about it. So she's seeing, it could be anything. It could be connected. No, I'm not getting that. It's getting connected to whoever was there before. Yeah. There's almost like an arguing or fighting or something happening, and she's experiencing it. And she's just sensitive like that. So this is what I'm receiving. Well, you could burn sage, first of all. That's what I'm getting. I keep seeing like a bureau, like a tall dresser or something. So I don't know if you have that in your house, but it's in that area if you do. Play, love, peace, and harmony. I would just keep it playing because that actually clears what we were talking about.
That energy.
It can, yeah, not only to you, but to the space and to her also. So it can help do that. And if you have incense, you can light incense and ask your guides and her guides and protectors. And I would, if you feel comfortable with it, let me just check. I would do a communication with the house. So you can just say, dear the soul of this house, we love you, we honor you, we appreciate you. We're here in peace. We will take care of you. We're so sorry for whatever negativity you have received or absorbed. Please know that we're here to be of service. And, you know, playing love, peace, harmony can help raise the vibration of the house, which is a beautiful service. And to say we come in peace and, we're happy to take care of you and we would like to live here. And I would give some gratitude to the house. Yeah, it needs love. And I'm not saying you don't love it. It just needs extra love. And that also will help release some of that. Yeah, I don't need to get into what I'm seeing, but it's almost like kind of a little altercation stuff. Also, she needs time to adjust to the space, and taking her outside would help her, like, periodically for a little minute, not just for like just to pee or whatever, because it's kind of a reset for her. And just make sure she's drinking enough water. And just give her lots of love. And just apologize to her for whatever you feel guilty about. I don't say that because there's something you should feel guilty about it. I'm just getting that there is a little guilt involved, and it's natural with our animals. Yeah. And give yourself a big hug. You're doing great. That's the message she wants to tell you.
Oh, good girl.
Yeah, that's straight from Ella. You're doing great, and we're in this together. And don't worry. Let's just be of service.
Yeah. Perfect.
I know, that's so sweet.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's going to clear up so much too, and just be really good for all of you guys. So I love that. Cool. Well, we can do at least one more, right? We've got
Did we hear about the snake?
Oh yeah, sorry. He walked over the snake, and he still has the snake. The snake is still alive, and he feels like it was like maybe a message or a sign in itself. And he's just wondering if there's anything about that.
So it's not, he didn't run over it.
I guess he literally ran over it, like with his feet.
Okay. Gotcha. That's why I was feeling really confused.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I wasn't getting it clear, Okay. Yes, there's a message for you, Eric.
Cool.
It's like snakes. I feel like this may have come up before about snakes being connected to you.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right.
I think so. I wouldn't say, I'm sorry if I think that came up
in the One Day of Brightness also.
Yeah.
Ancient.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. How, dearest one, this is the soul of the snake you came across a few hours ago. I want to tell you an important message about your path. It is time for you to start listening more with your heart. Sometimes this feels like your gut. It is that instinct, that knowing. If you start to act on this, you will find a much higher way to continue to move forward in the trust that you desire. This is my message for you.
Beautiful message.
That was. I love that message.
Yeah, that's like all about.
I think we all needed to hear that.
Yeah. I was like, I think that connects with a lot of people here. We're all on this path and this journey of trusting ourselves more and listening to those messages more and understanding, like, yeah, it's actually happening. Trust it. It's really cool.
Yeah, thanks, Eric.
Yeah, thank you. All right, should we do Valentina with her cat Billy?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll see where we're at.
Aw, Valentina and Billy. That's like a storybook.
Yeah.
Valentina, do you draw? Do you draw Billy? Is Billy a cat?
Billy's
What is
a cat.
Billy?
Yes.
Okay. I see almost like a comic book strip of like Valentina and Billy.
Oh,
I don't know.
wow.
So I don't know, Valentina, if you're an illustrator, or maybe that's something you've always wanted to try,
That's so
or
great.
don't think you can do. Maybe you should try to do it. Okay. So I actually see 3 other cats also that are present. Just know that. And they're just gathering around for the message. Dearest one, this is Billy, the cat. Billy cat. I love you so much. I really do. I tell you this all the time. And I know you receive it in your heart. So I'm seeing that he literally talks to you. Meow, meow. And I'm also seeing where he says, and we love to read together. And I was seeing you with a book and maybe a pen trying to do something. And he's, cats often do this, but that's him thinking that you're reading together.
Oh.
And he just loves to participate. And part of his job in this life is to remind you to like have fun and be lighthearted. So if he knocks something off the shelf or something like that, that's a reminder to just, well, it's kind of like a don't sweat the small stuff, but it's also like just celebrate being in the moment of life. And sometimes through cleaning up the mess, you can discover something great, a part of you that's ready to, even if you scream or laugh, or it takes you out of what you're doing, it's necessary. So I see that he's almost like an interrupter for you, but it's actually, it has a purpose. And he's showing me like a yellow feathery toy or something that he likes. He does like to play with you. He just does it his own way, which is also very cat-like. And I am getting the message that, you've been in lifetimes together before. This is not. So that familiarity that you feel like from him sometimes, yeah, that's real. Was he always your cat? He really likes being with you. Yeah. How?
Oh. I can like feel that connection so strong.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, really, if you write this book or illustrate this something, whether it's cards or adventures or whatever product you create, people could really love it because it carries this special connection. And it will also help you in your connection. Like it's just would be so beneficial, even if you don't have an expectation or a long-term, like a I'm going to create this and sell this. Just start creating it. That's the message I just keep getting.
I love
Give
that.
it a shot.
I want to see it. I
I
expect
know.
to see it someday soon.
I already see it in the spiritual world. So it's already been created. So go ahead and
give it time and space.
Bring it to earth.
Yeah. That's awesome. What are you feeling? We have 15 minutes left. Should we do our final message now and start to head that direction?
I think so. I'm sorry if we left you out, if we didn't get to everybody. We did our best to do as quick as possible today. But join us again. We're going to keep doing this, Lindsay.
Yeah. Every month we usually do one, I think.
We usually do.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's what we do.
And then come to Day of Brightness.
Yeah, One Day of Brightness is already ready in the store on rogueways.org. If you want to go grab your ticket, it's going to be on September. Don't kill me if I get this wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's September 26th. So it's the closest.
I think so.
Okay, and I think it's a Sunday, but it's the closest day to the equinox that I could, reasonably expect to invite people to. So it's still going to be equinox energy and just as amazing and expansive and healing and rewarding as all the other events we've done for the One Day of Brightness. And yeah, definitely come to that.
And I feel like it's going to be really special because it's us coming full circle with it.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, this is the fourth. This is going to be the full cycle. Super cool.
Yeah. And typically for everyone who hasn't joined One Day of Brightness before, Lindsay just does such an amazing job of putting together a beautiful, beautiful experience day and opportunity of transformation for everyone in such a loving space. And usually when I come on there, it's the animals, the animal guides, so much comes through, and anyone who wants to usually has an opportunity to receive. So it's really powerful.
Yeah, we have hit every single person and got really personalized, intense messages. And another thing about this that we do live, I don't know about you, but I'm often like kind of rushing into it from like a day of whatever. I don't want to really say rushing in, but it's just like a little bit like that. Whereas the One Day of Brightness, we're like ready, we're prepared, we're like rested, and we're like super present. And there's just something about that and all the people who come who are like the perfect people to be there. If you're coming, you're the perfect person to be there. And all of us connecting and creating that field is like so intense and beautiful. And you really can't. I always try to describe it to people and I'm like, I don't think I ever really am able to. So you just have to come and see like how transformative and beautiful it is. It's really, I'm very honored that we can do this together.
The other thing I just want to share, if it's okay, that I feel is so special about it. This is beautiful. I love doing this. I love connecting to everyone.
It is awesome.
But it is different when you like intentionally create a field in a space with the people.
Yes.
So this is beautiful and it is that powerful. It's just different.
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a different, and everybody comes there with the intention of being open and honoring and transform. Everybody comes with something to give love to. And I think, whenever I drop into it, and usually it's in the beginning of the day, right after you do a beautiful meditation, and it's just like, it's like I'm stepping into this like beautiful garden of like, like when you step off the airplane in Hawaii and you're just like, oh, it smells so good, it feels so good, it's so amazing. That's what it feels like.
Oh, it's so cool.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Join us.
Yes, do. And I know some people in the chat and who are here today and listening today right now are already coming, already have their tickets.
Cool.
Yeah. So, but definitely if you feel drawn to it, if you feel called to it, and if you're listening to us talk about it and you're like, oh, that sounds cool, like just do it. It is amazing. It's awesome. Cool. Well, shall we do like a final message or see if there's a hummingbird or a bird?
There's a hummingbird.
Okay. I know hummingbird was the one we sort of were picking up on last time, so it makes sense.
They've been waiting because we were like, we're gonna do right away. I think I was like, let's do a hummingbird show. They're okay that we didn't get a whole show. The pets that came forward today and shared the messages that needed to happen, and that's the message I kept getting. So this is how we flow through what we do. It's great. Okay, so everyone, this is going to be a message from the beloved hummingbird, and you experienced, from the snake. Even if we don't have it's not somebody's pet or a specific, one that we have a connection to. The message can still be really powerful. So just close your eyes and relax if you can and receive the message. How this is the hummingbird of transformation and great flight. All of you have been experiencing a great and deep letting go in your life in the past week and a half to 3 weeks. It seems to intensify more and more. Congratulations to each of you. Know that what you are going through, what you are taking a closer look at and experiencing, even though it may feel challenging and at times unbearable. And there may not seem to be a logical reason. You are being prepared to receive something great. Hummingbirds move their wings at an extraordinary speed, so fast at times that you may not think that they are there. You may not be able to see them, but they are there. This is much like the transformation that each of you are going through. You may not be able to see it or explain it or understand it. Stay in faith and trust, whatever that looks like to you. Connect to the earth, the moon, and the sun. Remember that you are a vibrant source of life, growing each day. This is my message for you. Oh.
It was really beautiful.
Well, that was worth waiting for, I think. Me, anyway.
Absolutely.
I love that. Like, sometimes you look at a hummingbird, you can't see the wings.
That was really cool.
It almost brings tears to my eyes because I could just feel it so powerfully. It is like that. We're going through our lives. There's a lot of people are really going through loss and challenge and celebration and growth and all of these things, and even dream, things that maybe you can't figure out or explain, but it's kind of like, just stand your ground, stay planted. And also I'm getting the message to just like relax.
Yeah, because there's so much we can be grasping at and attaching to right now, and it's like, just
imagine, like, I'm seeing a plant grow right out of the ground. Imagine if the ground was like squeezing the plant.
Yeah.
But the ground just stays soft and firm and all of those things at the same time, right? Just holds and nourishes the roots, and the plant can grow towards the sun and the light. Yeah.
And we were talking about right before this show too, how there's just been a lot of transformation for a lot of people recently. We were talking about how Chiron was in, or still is maybe, in retrograde, and Chiron is all about these like ancient old wounds that we're gonna bring up and heal to like let go of. So like letting go is the key. Really, it is.
I was also getting just now, while you were saying that, to look up at the sky. The Big Dipper is coming up. Yeah. even just finding it and connecting to it, and however you want to do.
The Big Dipper is very significant too. It's the cycle of energy and infusion, and yeah, it's very important.
See, I don't know all of this. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And, you know, you can even just pick your favorite star and the Big Dipper. And just whatever you do, pray to it, sit with it, whatever your way is perfect.
You know what I love doing? If you can see the stars where you're at and it's not, you know, too cloudy that night or whatever might be going on, I love sitting on the ground, you know, and maybe on a blanket or something, but like grounding basically. So laying on the ground and looking up at the stars and then realizing, like, it's kind of like a meditation, right? But you're like, those stars are who knows how many infinities away, you know? They're like, we can't even really conceive of that distance. It just goes out forever and ever and ever and ever. And then realizing that, like, that's behind you too. Like, the whole entire planet is under you, holding you. And then behind that is more infinity, 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 forever and ever and ever. And I'm like, it really helps you get that perspective too. Like the hummingbird was saying, of just like, try to like let it go, right? It's all happening, man. Like, you don't have to grasp onto it, hold on to it, or control it. It's like it all came to be without much effort from us, and it's going to continue to be without much effort from us.
And we're the inheritor of all of that.
Yeah.
Every soul is, you know?
Yeah. What was it? Was it you?
And I'm hearing like dream, people, dream big.
Oh,
Go for it.
It was our last guest, Mark Fiorentino, was saying, you know, God knows everybody, and God is present in everything in every moment. God has a personal relationship with you. And like, the earth is not the center of the universe, but you are the center of God's attention at any given moment. And I was like, that's such a beautiful truth. It's absolutely true. But like, we do not always get that message or feel that way.
And you were unconditionally loved no matter what you do, say, think, or whatever in each moment.
Right.
No matter what.
No matter what. And whatever you call God. God is just a word. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Well, awesome. Catherine, I know so many people have already gone to your site and are going to go, but tell us again where they can go and how they can connect with you and what you've got going on or anything else.
So I would be delighted to connect with you, whether you just want to say hi or I can serve you in any way. I have a lot of things that I'm going to be doing and continuing to do. And I would love to connect in any capacity. So you can go to my website. It's Soul Light, so 2 L's, soullightpetservices.org. You can connect with me on Facebook, Katherine O'Shea. I think you'll recognize the profile picture. I'm pretty sure it's me. I also am on YouTube, Soul Light Pet. I'm not as active on Instagram, but you can hit me up there. I'm going to be more active. And I'm also going to be doing my podcast sometime soon. But I do go live on Facebook, and I'm going to be going live more on YouTube and just doing more things. For me, it's like I took, I think, like a month off of being live on Facebook in different ways. And so I got kind of a whole new download of what to do, what to share, and how to do it. So I'm feeling very excited about it.
That's super cool. I'm excited too. Yeah, and this is a way people can connect with you, you know, regularly if they want to as well. And you know, I also always want to encourage people like to go to your page, and I just put the link everywhere, and it's below this channel, and it's in the podcast description and all of that. But also, if they want to donate to you, if they feel like they got a lot out of this, and sometimes people just want to throw a couple bucks or whatever and gratitude, and so feel free to go to paypal.me/soulartcafe.
I think it's paypal.me/soul session.
Oh, that's right. So I just put that link in too for people. If they feel so moved to do so.
Oh yeah, that's sweet.
Yes, and thank you for everybody's saying thank you and love to you, and
thank you, love you, everyone,
and thank you for sharing all of this with us tonight. And do you have any final thoughts you want to shout out to people before we say goodbye?
Hold that light in your heart grow it with no effort, just stillness. You know, we think we have to do. Right now, it's not really, it is about doing, but there's a whole nother way of doing that we don't even know that we're learning.
Being.
So I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I was guided to do. You know, yeah. And also I'm getting the message, don't let others' observations of you affect how you relate to yourself and share your gifts with the world.
That's a lesson I'm always learning. That's a beautiful message.
It is.
Yeah, just being, you know, that's a really good point about not just feeling like you have to do, or like, I always feel this way too, like we were trying to like learn and like read, and all that's good, but there's also just this being with your
the
heart.
yin and yang, you know. It's and what I'm being shown when I said that was like the stars. So the stars are like, there's a lot going on, but when we look at them, we just see them as this like, it's also effortless, right? It's just this stillness, this brightness that's just there and doesn't really look like it's doing anything at all.
It's absolutely.
But there's a lot going on. Yeah.
I love it. It's so beautiful. Thank you for everything, Katherine, and fellow travelers of the path. It is a beautiful thing. This has been your analog, electric, concentric dose of wisdom according to the beautiful heart, Katherine O'Shea. Katherine, thank you so much for everything you do and for being here as always.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Lindsay.
Well, broker your beingness and your future with the currency of your current choices and actions. Come with the presence and movements that lead toward the goal you envision. If you are not active in your consciousness and holding that energy, making the moves and noticing the truth of where you are at right here and right now, you will sink further instead of flying higher. Your feathered guides and more of all that is good, true, and beautiful await your flight, so they may add lift and flow. But you have to prepare your wings, preen a bit, set your target high in the sky, and jump. And until you fluff those beautiful feathers for your ultimate flight of fulfillment, travel well, aim for balance, and always look inside first.
Yeah, come on, Rat Kings. It's the rap machine. Yeah, check it. Great bearded pirate, my motherfucker unknown. Yeah, come on. In the place with my fist up, meaning I resist the bullshit that they feed us and lead us. This is just a part of the process, man. Just watch this, cause this shit's about to get crazy like a mosh pit. We lost it, toss it, let's start it again. Cause now with technology, with smarter men and women, this is the beginning, not the end. If this is the message of hope that I send, look on your TV, it's a culture of death. They'll keep on lying to the very last breath. We keep on striving and spreading the truth. It's hard to survive in this world for the youth. The door is closed, the old world is dead. Let's have an age of understanding instead. I'll include you and you include me. Let's see what we can build with some positivity. Let's go, you're moving too slow. Let me see your hands if you know what I know. Come on.
Rap like mummy, ain't no dummy in my rhyming. Started flowing freestyling, now they rhyming loud silence. On with the violence, bodies piling with the gray-bearded pirate. On your TV in 4K 3D virtual reality. Casualty of urban warfare. I know but I'm not scared, just prepared and aware. Shining my light through the tunnel of hope. Into the rope, but I'ma give it one more pull. Till the family is full. Take the bull by the horns and lead it to the slaughter. That would be harder and you would be softer. Sometimes I'm a monster and you forever imposter. With your champagne and lobster. This royalty, the way it was supposed to be. Hopefully the new door opens and the old one closes. With way more focus and growth to mold us. And the truth that they should have told us.
Glued to them screens, it's a plot to drop the IQ. Fighting amongst each other over rulers that don't like you. Prefer us trapped in melancholy with the wood wands of holly. Suggestions at a flicker rate to camouflage the folly. Attempted mental robbery, executed sloppily. The poppers see this mockery and walk the talk with me. Put the hands up to touch the Akasha, cause you know deep down there's something bigger than your wallet. Everyone got a gift, everyone got a light. They want you to forget that ish, cause they can't dim the bright. The positive vibration takes you past the sign shackles, from the sewers and the alleys into moving castles. Who these assholes really serving with an exposed Achilles surgeon around the corner lurking to prove Ascension Trump's perversion? Learn them to catch fish and unplug the signal. Show them the simpletons now build the fucking temples.